Hi, I'm sorry. I was waiting on the video to go through. And anyway, my name is Amir Sankofa Kwali. I'm with Ask Life Coaching Ministries. And of course, my little locks, little wavy little hair sticking up here. Anyway, of course, I did a video last night about money Reiki. So I just really started thinking more about really just trying to motivate people more and not um and making sure that it's so many of our people who are suffering financially, health wise, spiritually, that it's very important that we start getting into alternative health and alternative living. The lifestyle, and not just doing it temporary to lose weight, not just because the doctors tell us for a second, well, hey, you got to cut out red meats out your diet, but actually really, really implementing it, because at this point in time, we are dying, we're killing ourselves due to all this stress, during being broke, and no more, no more do we need to be living broke. I'm tired of listening to these stories about my people being broke, and I'm not saying that I'm not blaming. I'm not doing the blame game today. Hey, I'm just telling you in a positive way that we got to do better, and we got to find solutions to our problems. Some of it comes from living beyond our means. Some of us just really comes from pure poverty level of just not having it. And because of systematic situation, and because of certain forms of sadistic capitalism. Notice I said sadistic capitalism. Um, so these things really, really, really have to be highlighted. And so we have to start talking about different ways that, we can definitely earn more money, where we can certainly do some investments, certainly even taking on odd jobs at different times, and removing our pride out of the situation. A lot of times we just, oh, I'm not going to take that job because it's beneath me. But if you're in a situation where you have to take it, you just have to take it. We have to do what we have to do because we have families, we have children, we have spouses that we have to look out for, and we have to manifest a better lifestyle. Um, Even on certain levels, even trying to incorporate, when I told you all about the alternative healthy living, even on those terms, we have to um, create the best outlook on things, and really start buying things in wholesale, herbs, and getting really back into the basics, and cutting out this bullshit um, herbs that's genetically modified, and going back really to the basics, to the ground. And if you can afford to grow your own herb, and not just about afford, but if you have the time and the patience and you're willing to learn, and grow your own herbs, start growing your own food. All of that matters, because again, the quality of these foods that are in the supermarkets don't give a damn about us, especially in our community. We're getting the last of the bits. And even in talking with different people across the country, across the world, they're saying that in their area, they get the last of the bits, and they get the leftover kind of meals. And these are things that we have to really think about, and try to work around. So with that said, is let's get more into tapping into our our source for gaining more income, and gaining more livelihood, and respecting each other, and trying to build a real solid movement for alternative holistic living. And unfortunately, why is it called alternative, right? Because a lot of us eat horribly. It is like welcome to eat like crap. So I was, again, this is another scenario that I found myself in, really trying to gain more information, and trying to help people to maybe, a couple of things that I pulled out, a couple of herbs that I would advise people to put into their everyday diet, Terry. And also on the terms of talking to you all on a, I did the money Reiki yesterday, and hopefully um, you all tuned in and wanted to do that change. Hold on one second. Okay, so anyway, today I am cooking right now. So of course I did run out of seasonings. Well, I ran out of my um, per se servings. Sorry, per se servings, but I still have some. But it's just I didn't put it in here when I started the video. Anyway, I do have the label I scratched on. So in efforts, because I am a herbalist, I have incorporated per Dr. Sabi, of course. I have incorporated these herbs into my daily diet, and I've been probably doing this for, I would probably say, at least a year. Okay, so here is basil is one. Of course, I still have some left. I just need to refill, do a refill. The second one is daily incorporation. Is oregano, and of course these are organic. Um, and dill. See, which is very, very important to incorporate in your diet, and they do have a great supplemental value, and we can certainly discuss that. That particular health, I said healthcare factor. No, I mean health factor deal. Okay, so let's talk about the benefits. What they do is, first of all, it's medicinal properties, and of course, it has different type of compounds, minerals, amino acids, and it provides an annual cultivating spiritual thing as well. So not only is it providing you, it helps you to energize. Um, and it definitely it definitely helps you to flavor. It has a like this little tangy flavoring kind of thing, and it certainly gives you energy at times. I wouldn't, not just alone, but when you put it on there, I do find that I get a tad bit more energy in trying to get off of coffee, had been a battle for me. um so of course, it's good flavor for pickles. A lot of people use that for pickles. I mean, I don't necessarily, eat pickles. I know how. I grew up on pickles, and it's probably why I don't really eat them. But it's definitely a good source for iron. It's really good for calcium, magnesium. It's good for antioxidant, and of course, it's good for anti-inflammatory. And also, it definitely gives you a great. It's good for menstrual cramps. And it definitely offers you the vitamins like vitamin B1. That's just one. I think vitamin E and zinc. It offers you that as well, and it deals with the cramping, so it does reduce cramping. So also it helps reduce depression. That's also a good herb, and it's a natural form, and it does definitely lowers cholesterol, because when you're eating these different these different seasoning salts, you have to be mindful of that, because they say that they do, but they really don't, because it's not from a natural source. Now, certain, of course, they might have certain deals or certain different herbs like oregano in them, but I mean not sea salt, but different these Italian seasonings and things, but it's not real. Um, so of course, it helps with epilepsy. It's definitely a good source for fatty acid, and also it's free. It protects from freeing radicals within your system. So we definitely have to, and also, oh my God, this is really good for people who have who have issues with their digestion system. So it's really good with that. So, and also it's a good bug repellent. I know, right? It's like, what, really? So it does come from the bay leaf of the commons, and it's the same part of the family like the parsley. And it's definitely, you can use it. They have it also in essential oil as well, so you can use that to put on your skin as well. It's good for acne. A lot of people, they don't really talk about that. Um, Also, let's see. So that's pretty much the thing, different things that I have to tell you in regards to that, especially if you're a vegan or a vegetarian. It's really, really good with those foods. It definitely it gives it like a tangy, like a spice kind of deal. Like it's, kind of makes it spicy. And I like, not spicy like hot, but gives it like I call it a twang. A lot of people's like, what the heck is a twang? Okay, well, a tang, a tang sensation. So oregano, which a lot of us commonly use, but we just use it because on special a lot of so-called Italian foods, you find a lot of oregano, like with spaghetti, if you eat spaghetti. Also, you will find it in like pizza, a lot of spaghetti sauces, a lot of pizza sauces, marinara sauces, and things like that. So it definitely has iron, magnesium, vitamin B6, calcium, and the same energy that the banana has in the potassium. And also the vitamins contain is A, C, I think, and K and E, right? And of course, it also has a medicinal factor. And it's really good to put on your herbs, and it does, your food, it definitely gives your food a great sensational flavor, because people who eat meat does use oregano. I know when I ate meat, I put oregano on everything. Um, so it does help people to improve, enhance, you know, like treat different types of treatments, such as helping people to being able to have this unique flavor with their food. Also, Egyptians used to use it, um, or our people used to use it with who had certain types of health concerns. Um, it helps you to definitely be able to concentrate a little bit better. Also, a lot of people don't know that. Also, it helps the immune system, and also helps with the it also helps with bacterias in your body and your system, because we have a lot of bacteria. It also helps with digestive tracts and systems within your body. It helps with that. It helps with the heart. It does detoxify the body, because we need a lot of that, and it's great for for your bones. Let's see. Like I said, the energy level, I did make a mention of that. So those are just a few things. It definitely offers more, of course. And I did read somewhere where they did a study. I'm already losing weight, so I can't necessarily say that I do eat it every day, so I don't necessarily have proof that it is helping me to lose weight. But I am losing weight, and I do have other ways of losing weight. But I have read in certain studies that certain other herbalists have done, and they have added oregano to some of their supplements, and oregano, just small portions, and it has helped them lose weight. Now, I don't know per se if that's contributing to my weight loss, but let's see. So of course we know basil really tastes good. I like basil. Basil is definitely it definitely is great for seasoning. So that's, I do like that as well. It's great for different nutritional values. I know it's a great source for colds and coughs, for getting sick. It's also good for when you have a headache. It's good for ear infections. It's good for your blood sugar, stress reduction. It helps you to um, kind of mellow your stress, eliminate your stress, so to speak. A lot of herbs do that, and they don't necessarily, tell you that, because if you find yourself in taking putting certain real seasonings on your food, you might find yourself really less stressed out. But a lot of herbs do offer that. So yeah, and then also it's light. All these herbs are light, so they're not a heavy kind of herbs. Um, and so also with herb, you know how you looking for that caffeine, it does have, like they said, beta caffeine, and the natural source for that. Because a lot of times I know we're kind of junkies on the fact of caffeine. I know I was a caffeine junkie, and so we get so wrapped up in drinking sodas. We get so wrapped up in drinking coffee, and even certain types of tea. Certain types of teas do actually have unnatural caffeine in them, and we'll do possibly a video on that. So we definitely, like I said, these are three herbs that I would definitely incorporate into the diet, Terry. And sincerely being mindful of watching our stress. Definitely, like I wanted to touch on that too. Definitely in watching from hanging around just anybody and talking to anybody, breathing in people's negative energy, being around people who are not producer, who are conductive. Sometimes even being around exes. Sometimes if your ex, and I'm talking about the negative exes, being around them is not the happiest place to be in, or they constantly put you down for things that may have happened in your relationship, wrong or right. So you don't want to keep going back into your past and dealing with that. Now, it's one thing to deal with your past and trying to correct, so you can move on further. And atoning is one thing, but it's another thing to ingest their mental and or physical abuse. Of course, that is not, healing. Um, let's see. And money, like I said, I did do a video on that. We need to really apply law of attraction, and just trying to really do some manifestations and trying to manifest things, and not really being around people all the time who are not really trying to, think rich, grow rich kind of deal. So if we're going to be around people, I'm not saying that we should dump other people because of their financial means or not what we feel like they are. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, because even with certain people that we consider poverty level can be the happiest people in the world, because they're a happy energy. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about financially, like the pesos, but I'm referring to people who are poor in spirit as well. So no, you don't want to be around somebody that's poor in spirit. So you definitely have to work a little bit harder on trying to rebuild that process. So what I recommend that we do is try our best to live a happier lifestyle, to try to love more people, and to try to rebuild where we are at this point in time. After you realize that you're having issues in your life, then what you want to do is correct them. If you can't correct them, I'm certainly a life coach. I'm certainly a holistic healer and spiritual advisor. So it's not just me, because we have a lot of healers out here. Try to find you an effective healer that really wants to help you. And I'm one of those ones who really want to help you, who really want to take you to the next level in your life. I look forward to it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Again, my name is Amira Sankofa with Ask Life Coaching Ministries. My number is 502-208-9142. Thank you so much.